Space for McGree to turn and to drive forwards. Conway, Strelec, Whittaker, all ahead of him. Hackney will challenge. Up goes Gilbert. Conway stood in an offside position. Hackney can bring it down. Hackney scoops it towards goal. Not quite sure what he was intending. Neither is Tommy Conway. It's a big day for Max O'Leary. He's been here for... It's Whittaker inside. It's all the way across. And here is Nipan straight away. And now Conway! Vital block from Zach Viner. Armstrong brings it down. Now then, here's Rees, bearing down on goal. First effort is blocked. Rees again! Rees again! Middlesbrough's bogeyman does it to them yet again. Emile Rees scores for the 8th time against Borough and gives Bristol City a valuable early lead. He took on Luke Ayling. First effort was blocked, but refused to take no for an answer. Squeezed it through. And the goalkeeper really should have done better. Sol Bryn will not want to see this one again. Squirmed underneath him. And Emile Rees could wheel away in celebration. The sight of Rees in the starting lineup, enough to bring shivers to the spines of those travelling fans. Well, that won't help in the slightest. Gerhard Struber's men have the lead. A familiar face on the score sheet. Bristol City 1, Middlesbrough 0. Hackney whips it in. Back in it comes from Gilbert. Whittaker made the run. Well, this perhaps... Armstrong. He can drive goalwards now. Sinclair Armstrong. Held by Bryn this time. Just a moment ago, he looked to be in real trouble. Will be delighted with what he's seen so far. Clean sheet today, and the 3 points will be theirs. Ayling. Conway. Nipan. Into the path of Strelec. Waits for support to arrive. And Whittaker! Just for a moment, looked as though Whittaker might be able to sweep it home. There will be no shortage of chances, you would imagine. One of these attackers to test. All a bit scrappy these last few moments. Here is the goal scorer, Emile Rees. It's it back from Pring. Here is Mehmeti. Twisting, turning, striking. Flashing across the face of goal. Both Twine and Armstrong waiting. Unable to apply that finishing touch. Was mightily close to a second. Mehmeti did so well. Whittaker takes over. Runs into traffic. Nipan. Hackney. Trying to force it through. Conway! So close to an equaliser. At his old stomping ground. That would have meant quite something. Hackney did well to squeeze it through. Conway, a difficult finish. Mightily close. The red shirts make their way towards the 6-yard box. Another cluster around the penalty spot. In And it comes from Rees, bouncing dangerously. Armstrong is there. Thumped clear by Britton. Viner taking a risk. Hayden Hack all the way through, looking for Nipan. Gilbert gets it back. Whittaker wants it. Instead finds Britton. Squeeze through to Whittaker. Morgan Whittaker! Kept out by O'Leary at full stretch. Morgan Whittaker taking matters into his own hands. And that was arrowing towards the bottom corner. First touch was glorious. Second, Strelec. Here is Whittaker. Hackney gets it back from Whittaker. It's neat, it's intricate, it's Whittaker! Couldn't force it through. Wonderful move. An example of what these two can do in full flow. It was a vital defensive intervention from Rob Dickey, who is down. And once again, Whittaker has a sighter of goal. But it vanishes just as soon as it arrives. Hackney standing over the corner. Hackney delivering, Nipan rising. And nodding wide. Got up highest. Had to try to generate the power on the header. Armstrong. Rees. And now Armstrong can chase this one. And he can take on Alfie Jones. Sinclair Armstrong! Tipped behind. Glorious effort. And an even better save. Armstrong looked up, waiting for support to arrive. When none came, he let fly. That wasn't far from nestling in the top corner. Wonderful stop from Sol Bryn. Bryn being buffeted this way and that. Twine delivers. Flicks on and in! It's the substitute, Rob Atkinson. A long spell on the treatment table comes to an end, and he is back with a bang. No sooner introduced does he double the Robins advantage. And Middlesbrough's Bristol City hoodoo is living on another day. Totally unmarked. Wonderful delivery from Scott Twine, but nobody there to stop Atkinson nodding home. Nothing that Bryn could do. All far too simple as far as the visitors are concerned. And now it is a long, long way back. Cap for Canada in November. Home World Cup approaching. Now then, here's Conway. Look at Nick on its way through, it will be a corner. Hayden Hackney has slightly lost his composure as he looks to take it quickly. Conway read it well.